Hello everybody, John here. Still at work, so sorry for the background music. I'm making this video right after the last one, and this one is going to be a lot quicker. And this is talking about Deathgasm 2 and the band Axeslasher. For those who don't know, Deathgasm was I want to say 2016, I think it was 2016 New Zealand movie about a teenager who stumbles across a book with his friend who basically summons demons after playing it with their other friends in a band, and they have to survive and kill the demons and save the girl and save the world and stuff like that from an evil cult that's trying to get the book. That's basically my butcher summarization. Um, Highly recommend it. It is a fun movie. There is a lot of really good music in it. Trying to think of like some of the bands. I know there's Iced Earth, Aphid Sativa, Trivium, I think Anthrax was in it. Metallica, Iron Maiden, I believe. Of course, Axeslasher, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But the biggest one was Aphid Sativa. Um, So I like I said, I love the movie. The music was great. I think the filming was awesome. I think the acting was really good. There was one part where really, it actually is a really emotional moment where the kid kind of tells his crush the reason why he loves metal, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I feel like I can't emotionally tell you straightforward. I feel like you would have to listen to it in order to get the full scene, but it's such a good moment, and it kind of it simplifies a lot of people who listen to metal and hardcore and everything like it into why we listen to it, and it's just a beautiful moment. I highly recommend watching the movie. um, and the opening is a riff, not a riff, but like a few, I would say probably like 20 seconds of the band Axeslashers. I think it's Invasion of the Babe Snatchers or Mark of the Pizzagram. I can't remember which one it is. But I looked into the band, and let me tell you something, that they are the most criminally underrated metal band in human history. They've only came out with like I would say two EPs and a bunch of single songs. They released their songs during Halloween. Some of them are covers, some of them are originals, but they are all so good. But the originals, especially from their EP, Mark of the Pizzagram, I know it's really funny. It's so good. It opened my eyes to the wider reaches of metal because I started getting into more heavy stuff. I'm starting to get into like the power metal, death metal, black metal, slam and all that. Such a good fucking band. And to this day, my biggest regret was missing them. They were playing at the, if you guys remember from the couple of videos or last video, I talked about the um, Upstate Concert Hall, or Northern Lights. That's what it used to be called, but it used to be called Upstate Concert Hall. They played at that motherfucker, and I missed it. I fucking missed it, and I am pissed to this day that I missed that band, and I am just flabbergasted that they never came back to upstate New York. It really it really is something, and yeah, it's just something about them. It's just something about them that's just amazing. It really is. So I highly recommend them. I'm just trying to find the words of how good they are, and I can't because they're just that good. The only thing I will say is I wish they came out with more singles and stuff, but unfortunately they do have a lot of limited funds, like a lot of smaller metal bands, and they have some other stuff going on in the background, I think, and I don't want to get into it because that's like kind of their business. You know, I know they said it on public stuff, but I don't want to really say it because, you know, I don't want to make it sound like, oh, well, this shouldn't matter, but, you know, is it is what it is, unfortunately. You know, that's the reality of it. But the biggest news is that Deathgasm 2 recently just blew up their Kickstarter. I mean, they've probably gotten another I think it was like another $200,000 past their original budget. And they had so many. I unfortunately wasn't able to donate any money because I have limited funds myself. However, the whole support goes to them, and it's just an amazing thing. You can say what you want about the director. I think there was a little bit of controversy with him because he said some stuff that isn't okay, but I think he was saying that out of stupidity rather than actual malice. Um, you know, you could be stupid, you know, but you could learn from your stupidity. But once you're a malice person, I don't think you can really go back to it. And I mean malice as in an unequivocal person. I don't think that's what it is. Um, but just I'm really happy that Deathgasm 2 is the thing. I haven't read the comics. I skimmed through it and I kind of got a glimpse of it. Wasn't a big fan of it, especially the art style, but I think that was kind of the point. Um, but hey, I'm happy Deathgasm 2 is going to be a thing. Hopefully it'll come out probably October 2025. I don't know if I'm going to be alive at that point. Let's all see and hope. Because I am a downhill spiral of a mess of a human fucking being. So, I think that's it. I think that's it. I wanted to say what I wanted to say. Like I said, Deathgasm 1, amazing movie. Go watch it. Oh, I found out about that movie through, if anyone remember Run Into the Dead. Run Into the Dead, the game. I think that's what it's called. Is that game on mobile where you sway back and forth to get past zombies and you try to pick up guns and you have a dog with you sometimes. And they were doing a thing in that they were doing an advertisement for the movie by introducing some of the weapons into the game, which was really cool. I'd never seen anything like it at that point, so that was revolutionary to me. So yeah, and Axeslasher is a great band. Give them a listen. All their music is on. I want to say Bandcamp, and everything is, I think, up for 1 cent each. So you know, if you're tight on a budget but you still want to help out, from $1 for an album, maybe like like 25-50 cents for a song. You know, it's just something because they're worth it. I bought all their music full price. These are just that good, but I understand if you're on a tight leash. So, all right. Well, that ends this one. This one was a lot quicker than the last one, and I will see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.